talked about before the game, of course, the rebound. You guys did rebounded by a pretty wide margin, I guess. What did you think about your team's effort on that end, or I guess in that regard?
I think we did a very good job on the glass. There were times we went small and, our guards did a good job of, flying in there, getting rebounds. I think, Cole obviously having 12 rebounds. Robin did a good job on the glass as well. So, Skull had 7. I think they did a good job of trying to, clean up the glass, not giving them second chance opportunities.
What did you see was the biggest issue for you guys?
Being able to protect the rim. I think early in that first quarter, they were living at the rim. And I think our ability to sit down and guard, keep them in front of us. But then again, also as guys are getting by us, our weak side being able to come over and protect and be at the rim, whether that's verticality or just early help.
We talked about this team's resilience and cut it 20 sit down to as well as 5. Just talk about that fight rate. It's about like it. Obviously, the loss hurts, but to be able to come back for so.
Yes, Josh, that's what we continue to say, and that's what we'll continue to do. You take the instance, the last play of the game, not giving up on plays. The instant of Rolo continuing to fight till that buzzer goes off, not wanting to give up points, no matter what's happening. So that's the resiliency and the competitive nature of this team. That in the face of tough games and adversity, they continue to keep pushing and working for one another. Well, the one thing that he was doing was, again, we talk about our ability to get to the rim. I think we had 48 attempts in the paint at the rim. So I just really look at us, getting downhill, being able to attack, and those are going to be finishes. But again, Franz being able to make the right play down the stretch and making the simple, easy pass as the game went on.
Say to a team at halftime, you just after the first quarter when you have a shooting quarter like that, I think it was 7-20. Like, what do you say to the team at that point?
Oh, it's interesting. He's like, well, you couldn't miss any more shots. What the thing about that is, with all those shots missed, again, we're still in the game because we talk about the offense not dictating what our defense does. The defense got us back in the game, and it kept us around is where we needed to be for a certain amount of the time. But again, you can't let the offense dictate what your defense does. That's what that's the reminder.
Were you still getting the movement that you wanted to see during that time, or was it just simply a matter of the shots not going down?
I'll have to go look back at the film, but I really think we got the looks that we wanted. You look at 31 assists. So again, and that's off of, shooting 41% from the field and 31 from the 3, was still with 31 assists. So I look at that as the ball is moving. When we were open, knocking shots down, then our ability to get to the rim.
James Hill, BNC Sports.
Hey, Coach, Cole Anthony had it going. He was just one number off of a triple-double. This is a guy who continues to impress, and he has a lot of assets and a tremendous upside. Can you just talk about his development and, again, the competitor and Cole Anthony?
Well, what I liked the most about what Cole did tonight was, his shot wasn't falling. And so early on, so then, you look at him having, 9 assists. And then doing things that we've asked him to do on the glass, getting 12 rebounds. I think those are big plays for him and his growth, getting better each and every single game, understanding when that shot is not necessarily falling, what else he can do for this team.
Any final questions for Coach Mosley? All right. Thank you, Coach.
Another tight game. How have you seen this team battle and grow into battle in crunch games or in crunch time?
First step of winning the game, is putting yourself in a position to have a chance to win that game with the last 5 minutes of the game. So I think we've done a pretty dang good job of that. I think like the last 60, 70, even before I came back, we as a team, they've done a good job just, getting in those games. And I think for us, we're playing super hard. I think we just, as a team, me, myself included, mostly me, I make a lot of mistakes. And I think as a team, we make probably 1 or 2 many mistakes every game. I think honestly down the stretch too, which ends up costing us these games. So I think, more we keep putting ourselves in the situation, we'll end up winning some of these. And so I think just it's going to keep getting better, and I think we're going to be all right. That was a what straight loss? God, dang, some of my losses.
It's a straight loss, and then every game you guys have played, at least in 2022, is big. Kind of like goes down to the wire, et cetera.
Yeah.
How do you make sure this situation, you guys are going to disappoint, of course, but you guys don't get too frustrated by the losses?
I don't think anyone's getting too frustrated. I mean, at least from what I can see. So I mean, I think for us, it's just matter of just working hard and just just maintaining belief in each other and in ourselves. So I think as long as we do that, I think we're gonna keep putting ourselves in positions to win these games. And I think eventually, shoot, who knows what's gonna happen? I think we'll have a chance to win some games very, very soon, and I think we will win some games.
We're talking before the game about everybody together, especially on a road trip.
Yep.
How good is it to see for you to build that camaraderie and chemistry?
Yeah, I mean the bench is getting a little packed. So I mean, but in all seriousness, it's awesome to have those dudes here, like Kel, Mike, Jalen. It's just, I mean, I think he's been on every trip, but like to have those other dudes here, it just it's kind of just a good vision for me. It just kind of sees like, all right, this is our team. Like, once we get everybody healthy, we're gonna have a chance to really to build something special over here. So it's just, and it's cool to have those guys on the sideline supporting us too on road games too. They're super, super good dudes, dudes who aren't playing, and super supportive too. So just really appreciative that they decided to come on this trip. And happy to have them here.
Just based on what you've seen and experienced in practice, you start envisioning what things are going to be like once those guys return, how everybody's going to kind of get together.
Yeah, I mean, I think that. Markel, Mike, Jalen, Jay, I think all those dudes are very good defenders. And I think that they're going to help us as a team just become that much better defensively. And so I think that's the main thing. I think offensively, I think we're going to be all right. But I think the defensive thing, I think that they're going to help us take that next step. So super excited to get all those dudes back healthy and on the court.
Go ahead, Joel.
Eduardo, go ahead.
Hi, Cole. Hope you're doing well. We've seen your development over the years, and I wanted to ask you about your relationship specifically with Black Ops Basketball, Chris Brickley, Isaac Green, and Mike Atkinson, who I've seen you're pretty close with, and also been seeing you working with them over the summer at the Hamptons and in New York City. So I don't know if you could break down a little bit about the development with them.
Yeah, man. I mean, let's see. I started working with those guys, I think my sophomore year of high school, something like that. And they just, since then, they've been super, super good to me, just in terms of just whenever I'm in New York, letting me get in the gym with them, always giving me advice to get better. I mean, Isaac's honestly, he's probably one of my best friends. And like, I got to take credit for, building that relationship with them, putting Chris and Isaac in contact with each other. So I'm going to take full credit for that. But in all seriousness, those just, those some really good guys who over the years have really helped me develop into the player I'm in today, and will always be grateful and thankful for them. And, I'll see him after the season.
Thank you.
We have time for two more. James Hill, BNC Sports.
Hey, Cole, you gave Washington 19 points, 9 assists, and 11 rebounds, just one off of a triple-double. Can you describe the keys to this particular game?
I mean, shoot, I've been, struggling to hit some shots the last couple of games. So, when the shot's not falling, you got to go try to do other things. So whether it's rebounding, defending, setting up other people, it's just, I try to just to do more in those areas. So, I mean, obviously it wasn't enough to help us get the win, but, this next game, go out there and just hopefully give us a chance to help win that game.
Next stop, as you alluded to, Charlotte, bring the lunch pail, bring the basketball, and go in and go to work. Just talk about moving forward.
Just as a group, I think we really got to stay positive, stay together, stay very tight knit, and just I really am big on that positivity thing, because that goes a long way. You start getting negative, you start getting down on yourself, start feeling sorry for yourself. That's when things really start to go down south. And so for me, I'm gonna stay optimistic, I'm gonna stay positive, and I'm gonna just keep trying to lift this group up on and off the court.
Thank you, Cole.
Great. Last question, Christos Saltis.
Hey, Cole. Hope you're doing well. Great game, first of all. Despite the loss, despite the absences of the season, speaking about your season and your growth into the leadership role, how comfortable you feel on that role in the team, and what is the biggest progress on your game on that role?
I'd say for me, I've been trying to. I've been trying to be a better defender. I think obviously I still have a long, long way to go. And then two, just not getting so frustrated with myself at times, and just just keeping myself involved in the game. You like a night like tonight where, shots not falling. That's obvious. That's frustrating to a lot of people. And a lot of people really can't deal with that. So for me, just mentally just becoming a lot stronger and learning how to play, when shots aren't falling, learn how to affect the game in other ways. So for me, I want to keep developing in that area. And then look, man, I want to get better in every single area of my game. I'm not satisfied. I haven't done anything yet. I got a lot more work to do. And, I get better. I help the team get better. That's how I look at it.
All right. Thank you, Cole.
Robin, I guess so. You guys had another tight game. I guess when you look at how the team has played down the stretch, I guess how do you see the grown?
Yeah, I do think we're making progress. Like tonight, it felt down the stretch, it felt like everybody else, they were doing a good job, but I felt like I blew some crucial plays. I got blocked by Gaff and I didn't make a stop down the stretch. I thought other guys, they were great. I think they were really on top of it, communicating with each other, stuff like that.
I guess generally, how have you seen this team? I know you were away, not playing the past several games, but how have you seen the team grow in terms of that communication, in terms of, I guess, the poise down the stretch? Every game's been close since the start of the year.
Yeah, we want to win the games first and foremost. We want to win the games. I think our guys we're more consistent locking in. I think everybody would say we'd be better with that, but I think we're doing a better job of the players locking in themselves as opposed to being pushed by the coaching staff, and that comes with comfort. That comes with a little more experience, and we've been much better with that.
I would say for you, how are you feeling with the protocols on how to come back out?
It's always good to be back with the guys. I felt like I made some boneheaded plays down the stretch. Hopefully that shakes off with the rest. But it's good to be back with the guys. They've been they've been playing well. I'm glad I'm back, and I can do whatever I can to help.
Did it feel weird being back in this building, playing against some of your former teammates?
It was good. It's always nice to come back, play against guys especially a lot of competitive dudes on that team. And it's always fun when when guys are competing against each other.
Brunson had a career high 10 assists. Are you seeing some improved playmaking from him at the forward position?
Yeah, he's been getting better, but I think he's always had that ability. He's just growing with it.
Go ahead, Joel.
James Hill, BNC Sports.
Hey, Robin, in your return, you give Washington 16 and 11. The Magic had several players in double figures. Can you just talk about continuing to compete and getting better every game?
Like I said, we want to get better every game, but we want to be winning games. We've been around that threshold so many times, and I think it's a little bit frustrating, but that's going to motivate us. We're a young team, I think we're going to break through that. Everybody's been really good about pushing each other.
Any other questions for Robin?
Hang on, we have Kobe here one more time.
Yeah. How do you keep team from getting too frustrated? You guys have been in close games over and over again, especially start of the year. This is like a good 10-game this year. How do you get the team keep the team from being too frustrated?
We got a good group of guys, good mix of guys. Every day we come in, put in work, and you can't get discouraged. Sometimes the results aren't always going to show up right away. The results aren't going to be extremely obvious. Building a foundation, it's cliche, but we're going to get there. I think everybody's aware of that. Everybody's putting in that work, which is necessary. Cool. Thank you.